Hey, what's up guys? Right now I got the 240 running, so it's a little loud out. It's freaking cold out right now. We got the 240 out, and this thing, we're gonna be dropping the rear end on it again. I made a mistake. We put in the subframe bushings in upside down, and I found this out when I put the car up on a lift and realized, I don't know how it didn't go through my head, but I realized that we put them in upside down. So we're gonna be dropping the rear end out again. Car's running right now. I'm gonna back it out, pull it in so it's facing this way, and get to work. Alright, so we got the car moved in. I gotta turn on all these lights real quick. I got this small heater going, but this is literally gonna do nothing. I'm gonna shut the door too, so hopefully it sort of keeps in the warm air. But usually it gets so cold in here that it's literally like unworkable. I'm gonna try to work through it. It's like, it feels like a solid 30 degrees in here. Alright, so I've been working for a little bit. I got the diff almost out. All I needed to do is get these 4 bolts off. I got the drive shaft bolts off, both axle bolts off, or both sets of axle bolts off, and then pull these 4 out, put the jack under, and drop the diff. So, here we go. Holy fuck. So as you saw, I got the diff out. I kind of dropped it on my hand, but we're all good. I got all the bolts here. I'm gonna start cleaning these up a little bit because I never did that the first time when I put it back in. But we have the diff out right now. So this is getting welded pretty soon. And then we're gonna draw the rear subframe and all of these as one piece at this time instead of taking it all apart. Alright, so all the bolts are laid out here. I got the drive shaft bolts, which I don't know how, but I ended up one short. I got the diff bolts for the back, these which go right in front of the diff. These are the axle bolts, and then obviously the lug nuts. And so I have everything laid out. I just need to find that other drive shaft bolt, which I don't know where it could have gone because I had them all in my hand. But anyways, I'm gonna look for that real quick. But what's up guys, we're back. Day 2 of working on the 240. Last time left off, I had the diff out. Today I'm working on pulling rear subframe out with all the attachments again. So I'm gonna knock these coilovers out. I took the brake lines off already, so this thing's ready to come out almost. It's literally just, I'm gonna drop it all in one piece, so I'm literally just gonna knock out the coilovers from here, take out the subframe bolts, and then drop it all as one piece so that I don't have to take off all the accessories again like we did last time. Last time it took a little bit longer because we took everything off all in pieces. This should all come out in one piece. I'm gonna lift this up with it and then just have it drop out on this little roller thing so that I can move it around. That being said, let's get to it. I just realized when I moved the diff off that there's a little diff fluid left over, and that looks pretty f***ing old, so looks like it's leaking from right here. Alright, so got it all jacked up, kind of sketchy. We have that pallet thing kind of resting up against the subframe. It's really crooked right now, I gotta fix that. But we're just gonna take out the subframe bolts, see how far it gets us. I gotta make sure that there's nothing else to disconnect first too before I start dropping this, but I need to straighten that out real bad. That's bad. Alright, so my camera died, but I didn't want to leave you guys hanging, so this is where we're at right now. We just got the subframe and all the accessories out. Coilovers are still in, got all the brakes just hanging down right now. I feel like I've been here before, but yeah, it was a little bit of a struggle. Dropping the rear end was not as easy as I remember it being, but I kind of expected that, so I guess it was. I don't know. Anyways, we got the diff sitting up right here, still leaking quite a bit, and I want to figure out why it's leaking, but right now I'm just gonna leave it. Got all the bolts and stuff over here, subframe bolts right there. Gonna clean them up in the bench grinder. Yeah, but next step is to knock out these subframe bushings and flip them over, because as I said earlier, we fucked up and they are the wrong way. So yeah, that's the next step to getting this out, and then once we flip those, put the subframe back in and have the diff welded. Hopefully these subframe bushings are savable. If they're not, I'm gonna have to reorder new ones and put in new ones, which would suck. So let's hope that they are savable.